From the Detroit Free Press in the heart of the Motor City, it's Thursday, August 29th. Here are today's top stories.
For the Detroit Free Press Auto Team, I'm Randy Essex. A long-running investigation of United Auto Workers union corruption has kicked into hyperdrive. At 7:30 Wednesday morning, the FBI and IRS showed up at the home of Union President Gary Jones in suburban Detroit. A neighbor watching the action through binoculars said an agent was going through, quote, wads of cash in the garage. In California, agents hit the house of Dennis Williams, who retired as UAW chief last year. They raided a union-owned resort in northern Michigan and spots in Wisconsin and Missouri. 9 people have been charged over the last 2 years for enriching themselves with money meant for training. The union says it's been a victim of a few bad apples. Neither Jones nor Williams is charged. Factory workers tell the Free Press they fear loss of faith in their leaders as the UAW negotiates a new contract with Detroit automakers.
Cyber criminals keep going at it when it comes to IRS scams, and they're trying to trick us all year long. I'm Susan Tompor at the Detroit Free Press with the latest IRS alert. Now the IRS is warning us to watch out for emails that look like IRS reminders. Watch out for phrases like electronic tax return reminder. It's not the real deal. The IRS isn't sending you an email about your tax refund or your tax return. Instead, scammers are using sensitive information that they have stolen from other sites to make these emails look real. The con artists want you to click on a link and download malware onto your computer. Then they can find ways to access your other accounts, such as your bank account. Best bet, delete those phony emails.
Get ready for the Detroit Free Press TCF Bank Marathon with our Behind the Start and Finish podcast, powered by iHeartRadio. Find out what's new this year, get expert advice, and get ready for the biggest international race in North America. To listen, go to freepmarathon.com/podcast.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Joe Guillen. Downtown Detroit's Spirit Plaza is getting a facelift. City officials say work to renovate the public space at Woodward and Jefferson begins after Labor Day on September 4th. The plaza opened in 2017 and generated some controversy for blocking off Woodward, but the Detroit City Council last month made it a permanent park. As part of the renovations, the Woodward median will be removed at the foot of the famous Spirit of Detroit statue. The improvements also include a new performance stage for local musicians, dancers, and other performers. A new playground also will be installed. Construction costs total $800,000 and will be paid for with existing bond funds. Work is expected to last through September.
For the Free Press, I'm opinion writer Nancy Kaffer. And here's why the budget standoff between Governor Gretchen Whitmer and Lansing Republicans could be a problem for your kid. Whitmer's budget proposal included a 45-cent gas tax to fix our horrible roads. Republican lawmakers hate this plan. Whitmer says she's ready to negotiate, but lawmakers have been on summer break since June. The next fiscal year starts October 1st, and the state hasn't decided how much to spend on roads or schools. Even districts like Livonia and Grosse Pointe have struggled to balance the books in recent years, and that's harder to do when you don't know your budget. School is starting, and officials say districts around the state are putting off everything from minor repairs to construction, buying supplies, or even hiring. It could get worse. If Lansing can't make a deal, government could shut down. Because Lansing funds districts, schools could too. That probably won't happen, right?
This is J.C. Reindl for the Detroit Free Press. The grandson of the founder of Pulte Homes is now a star on social media. 31-year-old Bill Pulte calls himself the inventor of Twitter philanthropy and lives right here in Oakland County. He has given away $1 million this year to his Twitter followers and random individuals in need of help. At the same time, he's using Twitter to spotlight needy people for others to give to. Pulte says he wants to use social media for good, inspire more people to give. He says he's not giving out inheritance money from his rich family, but profits from his own private equity firm called Pulte Capital Partners. He's also helped to spearhead blight removal projects in Pontiac and St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, it's Free Press Sports Editor Chris Thomas, and the 2019 high school football season is finally here. The 2019 campaign kicks off tonight with the Prep Football Classic. But before you head on over to Wayne State, head on over to Freep.com, where you'll find predicted standings for all conferences in the Detroit metro area, plus Son of Swami's Week 1 predictions, his bold predictions for the 2019 season, and more. Remember, Freep.com is your one-stop shop for all things high school sports this season. That's Freep.com/sports.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out Freep.com. That's FREEP.com, and sign up for the Daily Briefing newsletter. See you tomorrow.